YouTube, what do you do? It's your boy Roku, and we're back here with another video. Make sure you follow me on all my socials, link down in the description. If you want one-on-one inspiration, my link to my Cali is also in the description. But without further ado, let's get straight to it. You can watch so many motivational videos, inspiration, Denzel Washington videos, Fresh and Fit, Steph is Cold. Whatever you get your daily content to be inspired or to feel motivated, none of that will matter unless if you gotten your heart broken. I know that sounds very cliche to say, but it is the God honest truth. So many men that I see today, around my age, if not younger or older, has never experienced any type of heartbreak. And I can tell just by the way that they walk and they talk. Me personally, if you never experienced any type of heartbreak or any type of suffering a day in your life, I cannot respect you. I cannot be around you. Because you're basically telling me that you lived a life where everything was handed to you and you lived an easy life. And no man's life should be easy. It's supposed to be hard. You're supposed to struggle. You're supposed to get headaches. Not every time, but every once in a while. You're supposed to deal with some type of stress, whether it's from work, or if that's from the gym, or if that's like you talking to somebody. Regardless, you're supposed to go through some type of pain and some type of difficulty. And you not dealing with that, you're basically telling me that you're a female. And honestly, that's cool. Like, if you never gotten your heart broken, that's cool. Just stay away from me, because I don't trust you. If I'm ever in a situation with you, I know for a fact you're going to sell me out. And that has happened to me before. And I don't want to go back to that. You want to be surrounded by men that uplift you. You want to be surrounded by men that has your back no matter what. If I'm hanging out with a group of guys and I have to question myself, does this guy have my back? If I was to hang out with him outside of work or whatever, if I have to question myself that, then I know I'm not going to hang out with that person. You should start thinking about that, all right? Go out there and experience some type of pain. Go out there, get rejected, do what you got to do to experience that heartbreak. Now, I know I said this in my past videos, but I'm going to bring it up again. Look at the people that you look up to, regardless of who they are. The position that they're in now, they had to go through some type of heartbreak. Or if that was rejection from a female, or if that was getting rejected from a basketball team, rejected from work, they lost somebody in their life that meant so much to them. They had to deal with some type of pain to get to the next level. And the person that God has in store for you, the man that you're supposed to be, that's on the other side of heartbreak. But you cannot get to that level unless if you deal with that. You have to deal with that now before you can actually reach the next level. I personally feel like the best time to get your heart broken is during your teenage years. Anywhere between, let's say, 16 to like your early 20s, if not mid 20s. And even sometimes late 20s, whatever. I feel like get it done when you're young, because when you get older, your body's going to start to decrease. Your energy levels are going to go low. You're not going to be as active. If you was to get your heart broken at a later age, around like 60 or 70, it's going to hurt a lot more than what it is when you're young. But you wouldn't know that because you haven't experienced that. So go out there, do what you got to do, get your heart broken. It's going to hurt, but it's going to be worth it. Because on the other side of that heartbreak is going to be the man that you were born to be. If anything, let's look at Jesus Christ for an example. Son of God, never sinned a day in his life. All he wanted to do was to look after his people, spread the gospel, spread love, and to save his people. This man has never sinned, casted out demons, cured the blind, cured the sickness, cured the ill. And yet people still found a way to prosecute this man. People still found the hate in this man, when all he did was trying to look after his people and to spread love and positivity. This man was whipped to death. This man was whipped over 1 million times, blood showing, all the scratches on his back and on all over his body. His hands and his feet were pierced through a cross. He was fed vinegar. He was thirsty. So, the prisoners or whoever that was whipping him was feeding him vinegar to drink. His ribs were showing. His ribs were showing because he was so tired and hungry. He was sweating blood. And on top of that, he had to wear a crown of thorns on his head, piercing his skull and almost causing brain injury and whatnot. He was dizzy and he was just tired and sad. And on that cross, he was crying, shouting out to his Heavenly Father, there has to be another way. There has to be another way. But there wasn't. You see, this man, there's a reason why he's the Alpha and the Omega. All right? This is a man that died on the cross for all of us. He died on the cross for all of us so that we can actually have a chance to spend eternity with our Heavenly Father. It's just up to us to receive that gift. So, Jesus died. He was the most sinful person in the world. His own Father, his own Heavenly Father, had to turn his back on him because he was the most sinful person. Went to hell, took the keys from hell, and escaped. And now look at him, sitting right next to his Heavenly Father. He did all of that just so that you and I can have eternity with him. So if he dealt with that heartbreak, you got to go through that too. Even Jesus had to deal with heartbreak. And look at him now. He's still getting his heart broken because not so many people believe in him. And that's the worst thing that you can do. That's the worst thing that you can do. If you want to get to heaven, you got to go through him. All right? You got to go through him. And again, getting your heart breaking, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Go out there, get your heart broke, do what you need to do. If he's done it, you can do it too. All right? And then not to mention, when you get your heart broken, right, it opens up so much, right? It basically opens up that next level to that video game that you want to beat. When you get your heart broken, this is what you unlock. You learn more about yourself. You learn more about your parents. You learn more about life. You learn more about females and their nature. You learn how money is being moved. You learn more about businesses. You learn more about everything that you can possibly learn. And once you actually get your heart broken, pretty much everything think about everything that you can possibly imagine. Picture it in a fishbowl with no fish in it. You can see right through it. All right? You can see right through it. That's what you want to unlock. But in order for you to unlock that ability, it starts now. It starts right now. Some heartbreaks, it can make a man, and some heartbreaks, it can break a man. But I promise you, that heartbreak is necessary. You're supposed to get that. You're supposed to have scars on your body. You're supposed to have a story to tell. I don't know if you realize this, but what makes a guy interesting is that he has stories. He has stories to tell. Almost like a testimony, too. But in order for him to have those stories, he has to deal with that first, So go out there, do what you need to do, and get that heart broken. All right? I'm going.